shot and I took it, I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go, I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Well, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here we go. 11. Stop. Here's Burrow to throw right away. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Rolling to his right. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Steelers at 6 and 3 on the year. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 41, Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Touchdown! Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'll be able to claim the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and helped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big run.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss to Harris. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They got the ball to the outer 3rd of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That one a first down pickup of 8. First and 10, here's Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And he coughed it up. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Mixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They go play action with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
11 Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ready?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you...
On its intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
11 MT, take. 11, stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
11.
On third down, Mixon. And he works free. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
12.
On second and 11 now, Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions up. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 27, Pickett. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd and inches, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, strike.
Now Pickett on 4th down. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 44 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Close. 11 Thomas.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Here we go. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
11-90.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
11. 12.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Pickett right back to the air again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 21 yards away. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
On one, ready?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score it,
and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Steelers 21. McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now Pickett. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Complete. It's Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.